guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ria Rose. In today's video I wanted to do another commentary video because I just loved the first one so much, and I wanted to talk about the dark side of flex culture and luxury fashion. And I just wanted to kind of do my own research and reflect on the flex culture and luxury goods, just discuss them and see if any of you guys agree with me or disagree with me in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts so that we can talk about it, because I think it's very important to discuss, especially this year of 2020, and starting off the year right with using the internet, use it in a positive way rather than kind of being a toxic environment for everyone. So that is why I wanted to create this video. I would love it if you guys would give this video a like and subscribe. It would help my channel out so much. I'll also leave my social medias linked in the description down below. I would love it if you guys would follow me there as well. And without further ado and further blabbing, if you guys want to hear my thoughts about the dark side of flex culture and luxury fashion, then just keep watching. First of all, I just want to touch on luxury goods, why some people buy them and why some people flaunt them. So we can touch on that, and then I'm going to hop on to the dark sides that you just may or may not know about, and possible solutions, hopefully, that maybe we can discuss in the comments down below again. Let us begin with why people purchase them. Some people love to buy luxury goods for the style. Some people use it as a status symbol. Some people do it to fit into society, similarly to my previous point. But other people use it as a motivational factor to just kind of work through their 9-to-5 jobs, or treat themselves to something that they feel like is good quality and is well deserved of. Those are some of the positives that I find with people buying luxury goods. And as for watching kind of luxury hauls, luxury makeup and all those things, for me it only makes sense if people view them for aspirational purposes, or if you are a creator, it gets a lot of views and is a quick way to gain followers and gain a long lasting following. But then again, for some people, once you start showing those luxury goods, they might only follow you for those luxury goods or makeup, or once you start reviewing luxury makeup, people would just want you to review more. And honestly, some people just watch those luxury kind of goods videos for just pure entertainment. And honestly, I confess, I used to watch luxury makeup hauls for the source of just okay, this blush is almost $100. I want to see what it looks like in real life, through the camera. What is so special about it? Out of curiosity, out of entertainment, I definitely succumb to those videos and watch it. And yeah, in that aspect, there is a positive side to the purchasing of luxury goods and sharing about them on YouTube. Now I want to talk about the kind of dark side of luxury goods. We often forget, behind all these luxury goods, that there is just so much devastation and exploitation going on, that it affects hundreds of people in third world countries. It costs the lives of people in terms of factories burning and bursting down because they do not have proper facilities. They're not using the correct materials. They're not being monitored well. They're not being looked after properly. There are a lot of factors that go into these workshops and sweatshops. Lives are lost not because of anything, but because, again, really bad working conditions, not enough money to provide for them or their families in terms of food, shelter, and dealing with the natural environment, we forget that buying and the purchasing and flaunting of these luxury goods ends up supporting the workshop and factory production cycle without, any consequence. But I feel that if we cut down on maybe promoting these products, even making changes from bottom up, there would be a much more resistance against luxury goods. And the second thing that I find the most problematic is that half the time, like this image of Alyssa Violet, and I'm going to put out another few images of beauty bloggers that honestly fake the flex. They fake it till they make it. I know they say fake it till you make it, but this is insane. Like, I bet you half of these bags are empty and they probably just purchased maybe 1 or 2 items. When you see all these images and start comparing yourselves to those images, start thinking about it for a little bit. So those are just these images themselves. But let me get into the other parts of luxury in terms of cars, houses, traveling. We don't know what people go through to take this one photo to post on social media or to post a video on YouTube. Many people, models included, normal people actually, that I found out literally rent hotel penthouses, rent hotel rooms, not tag the actual hotels, including Airbnbs, and claim that they live there and shoot videos, photos, other content in those spaces and flaunt it on social media. There's always this concept of Instagram versus reality, and in fact, maybe they just, live in a 1-bedroom unit in the suburbs. You know what I mean? But they use that money that they earn into these expenses just to kind of flex on us. And here we are in our normal day-to-day jobs, jealous or envying the life they live. But in reality, that's just maybe a one-off vacation. And what I found out is many people are so focused on creating that perfect picture or perfect video within that short period that they rent out the place that they don't actually live in the moment and enjoy themselves. So just think about that the next time you're staring at that image of this beautiful kind of bathtub scene or, pool shot. Just think about that for a second. In some very rare cases, it is the actual reality, but it is, again, a very, very rare case. There are also cases in which people rent cars. People rent luxury goods such as bags, sunglasses. There are so many luxury renting sites now that are available. If you guys follow Emma Lega and Nitsan Rater, I'm so bad with names, I am so sorry, but they rent luxury bags all the time and I don't see a problem with that. They are reusing goods and they're not letting it go to waste, but many people don't see the fact that they've rented these goods. There are bloggers like them that share that they rent these goods, but there are others that don't, and they end up borrowing a friend's bag and saying that it's theirs. So in that sense, you have to keep that in mind when you're going through social media. Also, another negative is that it promotes people going in debt, because sometimes we are in this cloud of that desire and wanting that. But some people scroll through their feeds and go, oh yeah, I know it's fake, but it looks so good, and I know it's gonna look good on me, and I know this experience is gonna be worth it, and I know traveling to this destination is gonna be amazing. But at the end of the day, those people who are so clouded by this fantasy that they wish to live end up going into debt. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much with my hands. It's like I'm voguing it. but they end up going into debt, or they end up having to work overtime. They end up losing social life experiences, engaging with people socially, enjoying food, enjoying life in just general, because they're so focused on making up for the debt they caused with buying that luxury bag and buying that two-story luxurious looking house when they clearly just couldn't do it, or making up those renovations to make it look Instagrammable or picture perfect. It is encouraging a lot of toxic behaviors and putting a lot of people in really bad situations when it comes to reality and in their everyday life. I know I'm talking about really slowly, but another aspect I want to touch on is the fact that it encourages the creation of fake goods. And now this kind of reverts back to our very first kind of problem that I have touched on, and it is that it encourages factories, sweatshops, and again diminishes the value of luxury goods. Now I know that there are people in my life, and I know there are people in yours that don't mind fake goods. They do not mind fake luxury goods as long as they have something like it. I mean, people like it even better than luxury goods because they can afford it and they can have that same look and feel without spending the thousands and thousands of dollars. But then they don't understand. They end up using material even worse for the environment, if that's even possible. But from the research I did, I will list some of the materials if I have the time, because girl, I gotta get this video up. Okay, I got a lot on my mind. That end up being like worse for the environment, like I said, and end up being really bad for our skin. I know that sounds really weird, but there are materials that rub up against you that end up causing people rash. The dyes come off on people's skin. The smell, the odor that it can give off can be really toxic for our health. Those are some factors that I never heard anyone touch on, but those are real cases, and people suffer a lot of health issues and health risks from purchasing those fake goods. So that's another problem that this flex culture and people who purchase luxury fashion or fall into the fake luxury kind of train don't actually speak about. In terms of societal pressures, this puts a lot of expectations not only on this generation now, but for future generations. Like Olivia Jade, she did this huge ass luxury what I got for Christmas, and that's what blew up her channel. It puts a lot of pressure. I honestly don't know how people who are like, in their early teens and late teens lives up to this pressure, because people as young as 12 are buying and flaunting and showing off these luxury goods. When you're that young and impressionable, it's really hard to think about that they are privileged, and they end up either putting themselves again in a lot of bad situations. They go into stealing, again buying and supporting that they fake luxury good purchases. They end up sometimes putting their parents in debt by using their credit cards to purchase these goods just for the flex of it all. And there are many cases like that occur that we are not aware of. Sometimes with those situations that they are under shelter, they forget to be grateful for what they have. And yes, they have luxury goods, but it's just materialistic. And honestly, those people might be struggling with other issues in their life, such as issues with work, issues with their health. We don't know that. All we see is them flaunting all these luxury goods. So in that sense, it just creates this impossible goals. Let's just face it, okay? Sometimes we just live ordinary lives. The truth hurts, but that's just facts. We forget to appreciate that we are able to have all these other things that those people that are flexing on us are not able to attain. Now I just want to kind of conclude my thoughts and share some little end notes with you guys. I do personally, just for me, luxury goods are good. And I mean, if you have the money, definitely go and treat yourself, but I'm not dying for it. Before, I used to be really craving, you know, to buy a Louis Vuitton or a Givenchy Antigona. That is on my bucket list. That is definitely something I want, but it's definitely not something I need. So those are something that I really want to make clear. It's a want, not a need. Am I going to survive without it? Yes. Would it be great if I had it in my life? Yes. But is it going to change my life? No. And in that sense, I want to introduce the fact that experiences definitely are something that changed my life. Again, investing in stuff like traveling, skydiving, you know, social outings are way more worth it and definitely make more of an impact on your life than just materialistic goods. Those are good too in terms of retail therapy, but it's not worth putting other aspects in your life at risk financially, health-wise, socially, mentally, just for that one item. That is just not worth it and kind of toxic in a way and very unhealthy. So that's just something I want to share with you guys. And also, yeah, the fact that people are still unhappy despite having all these luxury fashion items and goods. Just keep that in mind next time you have that little voice inside of your head telling you like, oh my god, I wish I had that. Just know that it's only just a temporary fix to a problem and it's not the solution. And let's also keep in mind, just on a funny note, some items, Gucci, and I must say from other brands as well, are gross looking. Like, they actually look ugly. Like, why would you wear them? There's so many pretty, beautiful and mesmerizing outfits that are from affordable boutiques and, you know, designers that are local, that are way more affordable, that I guess you would feel just as beautiful in, and in a way you would be supporting young creators, young designers and sustainable fashion by kind of investigating and discovering these smaller boutiques, ways they either use sustainable materials and not encourage that sweatshop environment and life cycle. If we kind of all implement this mentality, I'm guessing it can get better, but again, it's a never-ending cycle. There needs to be something really drastic or boycotting to happen. But I feel that the less clout it gets and the less we show off these goods and we encourage the use of more sustainable fashion and sustainable goods, we can avoid this problem and reduce it. But I can never say we can get rid of it because it's never ending, and as humans we are susceptible to wanting that perfectionism. So in a way, I'm not sure how it's gonna work and how this is whole solution is there, but if we keep these notes in mind, I'm guessing we can make it slightly better. Yeah, that is all I have on the dark side of flex culture and the flaunting of luxury goods and just luxury goods in general. I hope you guys like this video, and I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love it if you guys would give this video a like and subscribe, because the YouTube algorithm is crap. So if you guys want more people to see this video and kind of see my point of view, I would love it if you guys would do that. I love you guys with all my heart, and I will catch you, my beautiful best friends, in the next video. Bye!